Come on. There we go. Good. Whoa, shit. I'm your host, Stu Donald. Let's head to the Delta. Today we're in Wilmer, Alabama. We're at Escatawpa Hollow Park. I've featured it a couple of times. I'll put some links down below. But they've got a new hiking trail out here. Luke and I are going to take it for a spin. It's not huge. It's 1.1 mile. Takes about 20 minutes. And we're just going to explore. Cuts through the woods. They're making a lot of improvements out here. There's a new playground for the kiddos. And they're making great progress on the new cafe that's going to be out here as well. But right now, let's hit the trail. It's funny to think that I'm out here in shorts hiking today with a high around 80 degrees when you consider that just 2 weeks ago it looked like this. 7.5 inches of snow, the most on the Gulf Coast in a century and a half. The show that comes on our station right before Sip and Chew of Mike and Stu is Gulf Coast Gardening, hosted by Bill Finch. And Bill Finch is one of the most knowledgeable people that I've ever met in my life. His specialty is pretty much anything to do with the outdoors. He used to run the Mobile Botanical Gardens, and now he's working on a project in North Alabama, I believe, with the Sipsey Wilderness. Bill says that the seasons have nothing to do with the dates on the calendar, that every region changes seasons at different times. And here on the Gulf Coast, spring usually starts right around February 15th. And I can already see migratory birds starting to come through. The redbud trees are already in bloom. They're the first thing to bloom every spring. And it's February 9th. If you look here, you can see construction underway on the new cafe. More on that later. During Phase 1A of the construction of Escatawpa Hollow Park, they mainly spent time doing infrastructure work like water and sewer, roads, parking lots. They made a day use area for the beach. There's restrooms, parking, 8 picnic pavilions, including handicap accessible and walking trails, of course, to get to all of those. They also had a 32-pad RV campground with restroom, shower, and laundry facility. That opened August of 2023. Come on. There we go. Good. Whoa, shit. Currently, we're in Phase 1B of construction, which includes a cafe, a general store, a Blackwater River System Interpretive Center, and the new playground, which we'll check out in just a little bit. Even though this trail is only a hair over a mile and an 80-degree day in the woods isn't that bad, I could still feel the lingering effects of that winter blah, you know, especially when you consider when we had the snow, the whole town was shut down, so I pretty much just sat around in my recliner turning into pudding. It is amazing how doughy we get during the winter time. What a cool tree. The trail kind of serpentines through a small stand of wood. Back in the fall, I went to an event and I spoke to somebody with Mobile County Parks, and they said that the Escatawpa Hollow is currently around 24 acres total, but the grand scheme is it's going to be over 200, and there's going to be several miles of hiking trails just like this one out here, including some that will take you to other parts of the beach along the Escatawpa River. I'm really looking forward to that, especially when they get to primitive camping. I can see Luke and I coming down here camping out quite frequently. Future amenities are expected to include rentable cabins and a few novelty tree houses. Also a small conference center, a disc golf course, more river beach access areas, rentals for tubing or paddling, as well as more walking and biking trails. Features of this cool new playground here at Escatawpa Hollow include 3 regular swing sets, 1 ADA chair swing, and a tire swing. There's also this, they call it the Dreamin' Really Big structure. It has 4 slides, 2 rock walls, 2 cargo net climbers, 3 raised bridges, 12-foot spider web climber, and a telephone pole climber. And then they have the little lumberjack area. It has 2 small slides, 2 bubble panels, 2 raised bridges, and a tree hugger climber. They also have the fallen tree forest climber, which has an assortment of raised logs for climbing. Canopy forest, which has 3 rope bridges of various styles, 1 slide, a tree hugger climber, and 2 raised platforms. The new playground is made of handcrafted white cedar wood and other materials. It was designed and manufactured by Bear Playgrounds. Let him run free for a minute. Come on, Luke. Let's go. Come on. There you go. There you go, buddy. Hey, bud. Okay, that felt like more than 1.1 miles, and it felt like we were out here longer than 20 minutes. Don't you agree, Luke? It's a good little trail. I'll tell you, the biggest danger on this trail is roots and stumps that are in the middle of the path, covered up by leaves and pine straw. There were an alarming number of those. So watch your feet when you're coming through here. Now, we both worked up a bit of an appetite. We're going to grab something to drink. I'm in the mood for a little Asian food. Happy Lunar New Year, everybody. Okay, I'm trying a new, to me anyway, Asian restaurant called Rice. I've heard rave reviews about it. A good friend of mine, Andy McDonald, who is the cuisine editor for Lagniappe magazine here in Mobile, has highly recommended it. And I found myself in that part of town, so I'm going to take a little shot at Rice. One of my favorite things in Asian cuisine are dumplings. So I gotta order the gyoza. Look at that. Not gonna be too adventurous today. Just going with simple spicy pork fried rice. What a presentation.